I've gone live 2 minutes early just so I can make sure that everything's smooth before the thing goes live. And I'm going to make a little Instagram story. I'm going to do a little Instagram story. Let's do this. Let me. What shall I say, people? What shall I say? Uh, I was going to say something and it just turned into a photo. That was awkward. Nope. Discard. Do you have to hold the button down? Hands free. Okay. Come and join me. Oh, fuck. Come and join me live right now on YouTube. I'm about to expose all the goodies you get inside the Sucker Punch Revolutions box and show you how all the cool stuff goes on. Oh, that was terrible. I gotta reshoot it. Come and join me. I'm gonna reshoot it. This is the stuff you don't see, everyone. So 1 minute before we go live. Okay. Try this again. Oh, I fucked it up. I fucked it up. Tell me what to say. What can I say on here? Hit the right button. Let me do this one more time. I'm live right now on YouTube. Click the link here. I'm going to open up the box for Sucker Punch Revolutions and show you everything inside and kind of like what you get and what's going on. So come and join me, ask your questions. That was better. I felt a bit more pro, do you think? I think I felt a bit more pro. How's everybody doing on this fine Friday? Look who's in the chat already. There's loads of you. We got June. We got Joel, Rick. Hey, hope you had a great week. I had a terrible week. I'm gonna happily, like a British person, moan to you about my week in a moment. But basically, I basically thought I was dead. I thought I was gonna die. I thought that was the end of my days. So we had the Magic podcast convention on the weekend. Probably the most successful thing I've ever been a part of in my life, and I caught some sort of disease off a magician's super spreader. So so I got home, and from Monday to Wednesday night, I was bedbound, which is not me, not my kind of thing, which absolutely was disgusting and sucked, and all the in between. All right, let me read some of these comments, and we'll dive into Sucker Punch. We'll dive into this bad boy. I've been waiting for so long to sort of show you around inside the box. I know a lot of other people have showed you inside the box, but I figured it'd be pretty cool since I created the damn thing. If you saw it from me, and I can explain some of the choices to you firsthand, so there's no miscommunications going on. Sound cool? Sound good? Rick says, Lloyd, I'm sure you will have addressed this in today's live with the fourth floor exclusive vid hitting that when? Oh, they're coming this week. So because me and Craig had the Magic convention, the Magic Con this weekend, just gone, the most insane Magic convention. I don't want to. It's really egotistical if I tell you or say that I thought the Magic convention was good. So go and watch the reviewers out there. Listen to what the reviewers who came to the convention said. Uh, the ones that I've seen so far, and this sounds really mental, but they're not saying it was the best convention they've been to. They're saying they had the best weekend of their lives. Not my words. So it was insane. It was a Magic convention with no holds barred. It was completely fucking different to any other Magic convention on the planet, and it was putting fun above everything. Plus, we may have had an S tier, god level amount of quality of lecturers. Mark Elsden, Peter Turner, first international lecture any from ever for Pig Cake, and he got a standing ovation at the end. Ben Williams, and then it was closed with a cast member from The Greatest Showman with a brand new one man show that even the tech team at the theater were left astounded. You've never seen anything like it. It was a one in a million sort of experience, and our biggest issue is we don't know how we're gonna. We genuinely we don't know how we can top it next year. We kind of had the dream team of what we wanted to who we wanted to be there and on stage, and they turned up, and it was 50 quid. We also had Dynamo in the gala show, £50 a ticket, 2 nights, a gala show, live podcast. It was insane, and then I got sick, and it ruined everything. So there's that. All right, so let me try and get through some of these. Loads of comments, guys. Ask your questions about Sucker Punch. I'm about to pop this bad boy open. This, by the way, This is the set that I used in the trailer. This is the actual uh, one from the trailer and all the photos on the fourth floor website. So yeah, we'll kind of go through it in a moment. If I tilt it any further, gonna gonna fall out. So kind of cool. Let me answer some questions real quick because I might be able to answer the questions as I show you some stuff. Gosh darn, right, there's so many things. Slight Co, what's up, dude, man? How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're getting some good sleep with the new edition. He hit the right button. Let's go. Archie Cox says, "Hey Lloyd, how are you? I'm really peed off myself for not coming to the Magic Podcast convention. Will you do another one? If not, if you do, I'm sorry. I think we've officially said yes. We're officially doing another one. Um, you are probably the 100th person that's messaged that, including dealers, saying they can't believe they missed it after what people have been telling them. We're really struggling to figure out how it could be topped. It was a convention from the gods. It was something extremely special. I don't know how we capture that magic in a bottle again. So my biggest concern is I only want to improve, and yeah, like the other people are saying, like even personally, but like not just the best convention, but like best weekend of their lives. So it's very hard to top that. But we're gonna fucking try. Are you giving it away, Gamers World? No. Why? No, this is a new product. I hate it when people do that. Like magic companies, they advertise a new product and then they do a giveaway on launch day, and nobody buys it because they're waiting to see if they won. Nah, this is a new product. We never give away new products. Yo, Dwayne Butters in the building. Good afternoon, all. Hope everyone had a cracking week. My week was shit. It was in bed. Congrats on the Magicom. Got Robert Lupu. I got your package. I received it yesterday when I got out of bed. Thank you, man. I'm going to do that. Alan says, Lloyd, I'm literally watching this live from the airport, waiting for your flight to Singapore. Dude, you're a legend. Good luck on your flight to Singapore. They have the best airport I've ever been to. They have sleep pods. Sick. Yes, Ophira's linked Sucker Punch there. Tam, yo, Tam. Tam, you're at the convention. Tell people if you had a good time at the convention in the comments or not. Image is mirrored. It's not. This is the right orientation. The image is correct. Um, Yo, made the live. Matthew Dean, sorry you were sick. I'll be better. The convention was fucking sick, dude. Is that Matt? As in Matt? Because your last name's not Dean. Is that Matt from New Mexico? Yeah, people from New Mexico flew in to the Magic Convention. People from Israel, France, Germany, Finland, Florida. Like literally, first ever Magic Convention, the first ever Magic Con, and we had people from quite literally all over the fucking world turn up. And Dynamo, just while you're there. I didn't even plan with us that he was going to be there. Just rocked up, did a show. Okay, there's too many comments to go with. Good to see me. Thank you. Good to see you too. The Theo Russian. Tell your wife to say hi. Oh, thanks, dude. I'll tell her. I will certainly tell her. You wish her the magic con. She got mine in the mail yesterday. Woohoo! It was amazing. Would do a review if I had an audience. The only way to get an audience is to start. Everybody starts with 0 followers, Matt. And I'll give you a shout out to boost you. It was the best. Sean Coleman said it was the best weekend of my life with a magic family, not community magic. Magic family has to be. Yeah, people really made lifelong connections there. Brandon Ellis stole the show, says Ryan Shard. Balls to the wall con. Yeah. I'm thinking of calling the second Magic convention the Magic Con number 2, as in a number 2. Because that's the highbrow humor you're getting at the Magic Con. Filmed the Magic Con review tonight, so you'll definitely be up soonish. Oh, definitely the best convention I've been to. Chase, it's the only convention you've been to. But I'll take it. I'll take it, man. All right, I have a question about the stickers, says Matto. And the original set. Will the stickers mess with the magnets? Should I try to take off the original stickers first? Loving the fourth floor. Oh, it's a good question. Will they mess with the magnets? I don't know. I didn't produce the original set, so that was done 5 years before I joined Murphy's. They're the right size to fit the original set because they're the same material and same sizes. I can't imagine they're going to mess with the magnets though. But what you can do, and I think I did this with one of these chips, is how many chips we got here? This one. Start loading these bad boys, shall I? There's my lights remote. Is this one has to go there. She'll find out more in a minute. Is I actually just stuck that sticker over a sticker. So you don't even have to take the sticker off. When you get the new stickers or whatever, just stick it on. So just stick it over it. Like that is literally stuck over a sticker. See? So just stick the sticker over it when you get it. But this one, the ones I love. So this. This changed. So such a beautiful change. Or you could put the blue sticker on here, and then so if this was blue and you do the change, you can then hand that out. You know, steal off the slippery sand beautifully, which would be lovely to do. And the other thing is, you have a bunch of. Oh, why would that roll away? Why would that roll away? Let me see. So, okay, let's get some sucker punch questions rolling. How do I skim these questions and pick out the ones that we need to talk about sucker punch with? Better get in my life, blah blah. Blah. Jake was keen. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Tam, love the idea of changing a stack to M&Ms. How do you stop them melting? Just use Skittles. Use Skittles. Actually you can buy replica M&Ms too. So they're made out of plastic, but obviously they can't eat them. But maybe just what's it called? Maybe just keep your Skittles like before you come out, put them in ice so they're frozen, and as you start to perform, then they'll start to melt slower. Something, you know what I mean? So, this is a cool one. Dustin Grimm in the chat, baby. Oh. I'll just take that off. Little floaty McFloat face. Or you can do it the other way around, which is to have a stack of chips. This is a social media one that was included. Get one chip to float up like that, and then hand it out to be examined. Oh, thank you, Dustin. Dustin, you got to come to the next one. Finland was mentioned. June, yeah, Finland, because Finland turned up. We had Kimon turned up, or Kimon turned up. Is it normal to have this? Is it, Joel says, is it normal to have the Sharpie through chip make a click when touching it from the other side? It's the hardest thing about the Sharpie through chip is finding out which one is the Sharpie through chip. Let me see. So touching it from the other side. I don't know. Maybe you should need to put the elastic band back on. There's spare elastic, so you could maybe just want to tighten it. But this is my favorite chip in the set, I think, because the design works so well to obfuscate the method. Look at that. Look at that. I seen a question from somebody somewhere that they thought the set that Craig used in the tutorial was a different set, and that's why he made the chips look so good. No. If anything, the only other sets made were prototypes, which fucking sucked because they were prototyped. Craig just grabbed any box off the shelf at the warehouse and used it. That's what people need to remember, that like it's not about it genuine. Like, obviously, these are for beginners. These are entry level, but these are only as good as what you make them. That's why Craig goes out on the street and rocks them. He's practiced with them and he's gone out and performed them. A lot of people hold themselves back from doing a lot of magic in general because they theorize over why it would play bad, or the reasons why it wouldn't work well. The truth is, Craig just grabbed any one of these sucker punch boxes off the shelf, ripped it open, headed out, and just performed. And that's what most of us need to do. Is just if you theorize why it would play bad and you just assume it wouldn't work well, just go and do it, and then you'll get good reactions if you can perform. Okay, man. There's so many comments here. There's so many comments. Yo, Daniel, man from Israel. Yeah, hope you're home safe, dude. Joel Miller says, Lloyd, can you stand arts? It's just like, Lloyd, can you show us your statue trick? Also, when will you show us or let us buy the full lecture from this event? Please let us get a gaff deck peek today. So I'm not showing anybody on here the slow motion vanishing Statue of Liberty effect yet. It's brand new, essentially. It's like 2 weeks old from Magic Live. I'll allow people, anyone who's at the convention, please feel free to talk about if you liked the vanishing Statue of Liberty. And oh my god, dude, from Norway, thank you so much, Picantor. Yo, dude, thank you so much for the donation. Man, I really appreciate it. Dude, thank you. If you have any questions, drop them. I'll answer you exclusively. I'll do a rain dance for you or something, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you, dude. It's made my day. Uh, if anybody saw the Vanishing Statue of Liberty on stage, it's similar to the Vanishing Elephant, but it happens. The vanish of the Statue of Liberty now happens in complete slow motion. It's totally wild. Yes, so that. All right, so Tony says love Sucker Punch. Thanks, Tony. Ironically, my uncle's called Tony, and he organized all the prototypes for me. He made all the prototypes. So Joel, I don't know if it's normal to have it click if you tap the back, although I don't tap the back. I mean, not that it's a thing, but when I do it, I know that doesn't really answer your question, but you could always just make the elastic band tighter by putting on one of the spears. But look how clean that looks. Straight through. Look at that. And I'll talk to you all about the design in a minute, because that's the most interesting part, and it's why we had to change the design from the original Sucker Punch. Aside from the fact that people complain that the original Sucker Punch says Murphy's Casino, which meant in theory, if somebody was anal enough, they could search Murphy's magic poker chips and they might find it. I mean, it's been up for 10 years. Never heard a single instance of anybody searching it, but it was a complaint. But so aside from the originals having a sort of error on the front, the reason for this is Ryan Chard says Uncle Tony became a legend. Yeah, my Uncle Tony came to his first magic convention, which was sick, and I think he loved it, so he's going to be there for the next one, 100%. Um, Man, can't get over that donation. Thank you, homie. I appreciate you. Love that. Let me read some of these comments. Joel, tap it on the back. Yeah, mine doesn't really click, so just probably just replace the last band in it and you'll be good. Can't say Uncle Tony without thinking he's in the Porthcawl Mafia. He's totally in the Porthcawl Mafia. Matt D said, I like the statue vanishing. It was super visual, but I enjoyed the story of the elephant more. Okay. Sean Coleman says the Vanishing Statue of Liberty was absolutely bonkers. Sorry to those who didn't go to see it, but it was incredible. I love you, man. Thank you, Sean. I'll print that on a postcard. I think the only part missing from the tutorials is how to replace the stickers, how to replace the rubber bands for all that. Okay, can't wait for. Okay. So I could, if that I haven't, obviously the tutorial's 4.5 hours long, and and I've been doing a lot of stuff. I've been in Magic Live in Las Vegas. The tutorials weren't finished until I think the day that I left to go to Vegas. And then since then, I came back and ran my own convention with Craig and Pigcake. So I haven't had a chance. I've been ill for 3 days to watch the full tutorials. But if there are any little like issues like that, drop support@murphysmagic.com an email and just let them know, and I'm sure they'll get it fixed up and running. Uh, K Swizz, dude, I thought you might have just turned up. He says, "Love that you keep saying the next one because I want to be there. Get the details out as early as possible." Yeah, we're gonna get the details up and running ASAP. ASAP. We're gonna send a questionnaire out to everybody that attended the convention, and then we're gonna and then we whoop, then we're gonna act on some things, and then go. We're trying to keep it the same price. But for example, if people want to, like, we're going to ask, do people want a catering van there? Even though the town centre is 100 meters away, some people didn't want to go. So if the people decide, it's a democratic convention basically. If the people decide they want extra things, then the tickets will just naturally have to be upped up to reflect it. But if there are no changes like that, then we could try and keep it as low as possible. And of course, we're going to ask people what lecturers do they want there. Um, and if they want bigger international lecturers and they say yes, then we're gonna have to. We lost a lot of money on this convention because we just wanted fun, and that's what we want next year. But we can't just pay like thousands of pounds out and lose thousands of pounds out from our families' tables, our homes, just to get like a cool lecturer. We will have to, if you guys want like superstar lecturers, we will have to adjust the price for that. Because I mean, 50 quid is probably the stupidest price ever charged in the history of Magic conventions, um, for such an insane lineup. But it's up to you guys. Flip a chip. I love this one. This is so much fun. Where did it go? What the F? David Blaine. Sick. What else can you do with this? Get a nice visual change. James Keatley was showing me one that he does with his set, his Spitfire set. Looks so good. I should have put a blue sticker on the back of that as well. All right, let me try and read some more. Okay, any Sucker Punch related questions? Or does anyone want to massage my ego about the vanishing Statue of Liberty? Okay, quick question. Lloyd, what's your email address, please? My email address is hello@lloyd.tv. Quick question from Tony. Any chance of buying the lecture pack without the book? I bought the book, but somehow missed the full lecture pack. Tony, yeah, drop me an email to hello@lloyd.tv and I can get you squared away. Sort you out there. Tell Kaylee the turtles have reunited. Can send you a picture. Okay, I'll tell her, man. Oh my god, actually I wanted to strangle you, Daniel. Next year you've got to sit 20 meters. You can't sit next to Kaylee next year, actually, Daniel. And there's loads of footage that we tried to film of the lectures and stuff. And then every few minutes you turn around and just say something illegible but really loud. And it ruins all the shots. So like shit loads of the footage is fucked. So next year, literally you have to sit at least 3 or 4 rows away from Kaylee. Sorry, dude. Uh Matt says, I swapped over the sticker and everything works fine. Got to play around with which stickers are on your gimmicks though. Not many red stickers in mine. Yeah, so yeah, we wanted to give enough stickers to recut, make them all blue because everyone has a preference, red or blue, and then a couple of spare stickers. But I also think these are like vinyl stickers that you can re-peel and reapply onto things. So let me see if I can do this. Should I try that now? Should I do that now or should I do that in a little bit? Should I show you how some of these work? The Slight Co says, my question is, how did you manage to cram all of these chips and teachings into such a great price point? I actually saw someone complain that they didn't get enough content in this for what it was worth. Let me repeat that again. I saw a comment of somebody complaining they didn't get enough gimmicks and content for the price they paid. Considering the original Sucker Punch came with one expanded shell For each chip, for each colorway, expanded shell and a split chip. And then I think this is the same price. Somebody complained they didn't get enough, and it's the same price 10 years later with inflation through the roof. I actually don't know how we managed to get it done at such an affordable price. Um, it was a lot of hard work, a lot of tinkering back and forth, a lot of development process, um, and ultimately, we managed to make it work. And this is one of those things. This was a labor of love for Murphy's, because of the late great Mark Southworth. And for me, like I wanted to pay homage to him, and I wanted a fun project that I was personally invested in. And of course, Murphy's, I don't make royalties, so there's no financial incentive for me when I was developing this to make it. Um, so really, they just wanted to give you guys the most shit hot kit for beginners that you could get. And then there's still some people complain, like the quality of the chips. You guys will comment the quality. James Samuel, you're a legend. Great, he said it's great value. Yeah, these are entry level chips. They're not going to replace your Todd Lassen gimmicks. They're not going to replace your $300. There's literally, you guys have seen, there are $1,000 coin sets where you get 3 coin gimmicks in a set. They're not going to ever replace these. These are to dip your toes in the water of what coin gaffs play like, feel like, look like. Decide if you get into coin magic, if you get the bug for it. And also, it just happens to be that with evidence, you can perform and get fucking phenomenal reactions with them, but they're entry level. And then we still had someone complain about the quality, and it makes you want to like smash your face into a wall. It really does. I'm sure one day they might be able to produce like this is the thing, right? Murphy could probably go ahead now. I don't work there anymore, but they could probably go ahead and produce the pro package, right? Which is like all the chips, all the original chips, all made out of a material where you could potentially make some of the flippers out of, because I think clay was a piece of shit to work with. Um, and charge $150 or $400, and then they probably get complaints that it was too expensive, and people were happy with the original. It's one of those things you just cannot. Yeah, oh, legend. James Hanley said the fourth floor sticker was removed from the package and slapped on my PC. Could not. You're a fucking boss, James. That's what you are. I forgot to tell you that. You're a fucking god. Yeah. I know, Jay Keen. Why doesn't my £35 entry level gimmick set have as many gimmicks as a specialized £300 coin? I know that we've literally had people complain about the quality being the same as the original, not having enough gimmicks and content at £35, and it's under $50. It's $47. It's when I learned a thing in I say business in the loosest term because I don't understand business, which is 5% of all customers, regardless of what you're selling and how good it is, will hate the product. A lot of those 5% are just trying to get refunds because they're cheap asses, they're cheapskates. We have a couple of customers that we have flagged that they buy something, they always ask for a refund until we ask them to send it back first. And that that's just the rotten eggs of the world. But how the fuck, unless one came and it was snapped and broke, that's just a quality. That's just a factory line issue. But you get some crazy. I kind of want to like publicly shame each one that does that, but I'm not gonna. You're off the hook. Yeah. So slight code. Sorry, that tangent went off on me making loose threads. I don't know how he made him so cheap, man. I mean, I honestly thought the original price that I listed this at was $75 on the fourth floor because that's what I just assumed Murphy's were going to put it at. I thought they were going to make it $75. They turned around and told me it was going to be 47. I had no idea. You guys all saw publicly. I listed at $75, 50 quid, whatever it was. I genuinely was so caught off guard when they dropped it down. I think they just want us. Like they don't get half. Obviously, they literally don't get anywhere near the profit at this price. But I think they just want beginners to have like as many people as possible to just have a great magic set. I think that's just it, and that's really good. Joel says, Lloyd, can you please read my prior requests? I've read a bunch of them and I've answered a bunch of them. And I've got other people to answer, but I'll try. I just don't know which one it is. Tam. I had a bloody good time. All started when traveling down on the Friday via group chat. We just jammed with the organizer of the convention at the pub with no egos. That's what it was all about. If you There was a rule at the Magic convention. If you had an ego, you were not coming through the door. Simple. And I think that's what changed the vibe. We got rid of all the dickheads. Juan Tonon says, I heard from Craig's video you can make a shell with the floating gimmick. Can you show us how that would look like? Well, yeah, okay. Here's the first big exclusive in the video, I suppose, unless it's been shown elsewhere, is the floating gimmick. This one. So I wanted, when I was designing this kit, I realized that for me, whenever I've bought magic kits, the most I've ever got from them is when it's had a couple of things. First of all, well, the two main things. The main one was it had to give me value for money. So whenever I got a magic kit, I wanted to have a lot of stuff. That's when I got the original Sucker Punch or looked into it. I was disappointed with how little there was in there. It was just an expanded shell and a split chip. Yo, Kendrick, pizza's on me, bro. Oh, dude, no, Kendrick, man. I love you, man. Thank you, Kendrick. You're my homie, and I need to get back in touch with you because I missed you all week because of the bed bug. I fucking man. Show some love to Kendrick in the chat, people. Thank you for buying me pizza. You know that's the most important thing to me in the world. Ugh. Pizza it is tonight then. That's tonight's dinner sorted. Um, Raised Day says, this is the best beginner's coin magic set there is. Get proficient in these and you'll be proficient in coins. Yeah, I think so. That's the truth. Like you can see, Craig is proficient at coins, and that's why he smashed the fucking live performances with this because he just learned. You don't have to have a $3,000 coin set or the $1,000 coin set to get. Look, I bet there are. Let me settle this now. Let me put this out there. I know I can put hand on heart, and if my hand was held over a fire, and someone said name them, I would. I can name magicians out there that have the $1,000 coin sets that did not and have not ever got the reactions that Craig got in the one night of filming the live performances of this set. And it's got a part to play with Craig because he's a good performer, but also it's the choice of tricks and the stuff you get in the set. Like, you know, the stack of chips to Smarties, like that. Just you guys see it. Like the guys going, "Is this real magic? Is this real magic?" They went out early. They didn't find people who were pissed up so much they couldn't speak. They just got people enjoying themselves on an evening, and that's it. So look, this is not going to replace your $1,000 coin sets, but it's sure as shit going to give you mileage to perform regardless regardless of the 5% of all purchases globally of any product in history, regardless of quality, that will always complain. This is dope. Like this is sick, and so I appreciate the comments, man. Anyway, right. You can show us what it would look like. Back to the levitating ship. I keep getting distracted. So a little bit of an exclusive here. So I always wanted a few things in a magic set. I wanted you get a lot of value for your money. Right, so mission accomplished, I think, especially when you get the extra stickers and the supplies. And actually, maybe I'll open this up so you guys can see what you get. Right, this is what you get. These are the 10 extra super long lasting bands. So these last you a couple of years, and then you get all these different stickers to cover every single gimmick and gaff. Like that's one side of the Sharpie through coin. That's the other side of the Sharpie through coin. That's for your. These are the stickers. This, and I had to design every single one of these. Every single one. That's all the other. That's the bitten and restored and chip and bottle standard chips. You got two spare red ones if you want them. So you could do like literally all of this. $35. £35. £35. So I wanted value for money. Check. I wanted it to be interesting. So the chip set, I wanted you to go, oh, instead of going, oh, it's just a shell and this, I want you to go, oh shit, this is cool. Oh shit, this is cool. Oh shit, this is cool. I wanted to make number one, you had to be able to perform with it. So when we made the prototypes, they actually went out and got worked to make sure they were performable ready without people going, and not being able to use them. And then the last thing was it had to have something that was just super cool but you'd probably never use it. I always found like with gaff decks, there was always a couple of cards that I loved the most were like the experimental cards, and that was in this case that was this set, this one, the floating chip. So the floating chip in this set, as we've said, is the experimentation one or the social media chip. Basically, you can do things like this, which I think is a cool presentation. This is a cool presentation. I'll show you guys. So look, I'll take my hair and I'll rub with a Sharpie, okay? And watch, if I do that, the static should hopefully it's starting to move the chip. Check that out. The static is attracting chip. Wait, hold on. Let's see if we can take it further. Just a second. I'm actually going to take the chip beneath it, put that here, see if we can make it float a little bit higher. Oh, go down a bit. Let's see if we can reverse the polarity. Get it to go down. Get it to go down. In fact, last thing we'll do, how many chips are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chips. Let me take that last chip off. Now there are 6 chips, you can count them and make it vanish. So that's a cool, fun routine. And let me show you how the levitating chip works. It's this. It's kind of this is why I say this is social media. This is an experimentation one. The candy routine to my mum and she nearly shit herself. Says Stephen Dowler says I did the candy routine to my mum and she nearly shit herself. It's a great value set. I love it. Also done your handle and Sharpie through chip. Fantastic. Thanks, man. By the way, guys, if any of you bought this from the 4th floor, do me a huge favor and leave a review if you can. Please go and leave a review for me. That would mean the world. So this is it. This is the method. We have a chip, a stack of fake chips with a hole. And this chip has a stick with it. I've just put some tape on this because I cracked mine when I was giving it to Thomas to play with. Don't give this to a 5-year-old. I mean, they made it out of plastic. And then this is also a shell. So when it goes down, it sits off to the side, but also it can vanish. So, hey, Jordan Victoria, I'm happy to see you too, dude. Hope you... bonjour, bonsoir. Ça va, mon frère? So then what's happening is this. This is rising up. Hence the black t-shirt. This is rising up. And then I take this and make it float a bit more. Place it down. And now I can say I'll make the chip vanish. Lodge the shell into place and it goes. So watch. Floats, 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 floats. Actually watch, don't look away. Keeps floating, keeps floating, keeps floating, keeps floating, keeps floating. Back down, back down. In fact, let's make it vanish in midair. That was the other thing. I wanted to try and make it like vanish in midair. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But it's up here, and then it's like, watch. So float. I love when you speak French. Pity parler en français. Not very much, you know. Floats, float. Michael Chris is fluent. He lives there. And take it in midair and make it vanish. You know, it's kind of cool. But this is which one thing in there. One thing in there. Okay, where am I at with the comments? Is that kind of a good answer to a comment? So yeah, Juan Tunun, did that answer the thing with your shell? Possibly. Matt Dean, I got both split chips from the original restickered with the new stickers and a set of 4 blue chips restickered as well. Wicked. Only thing I haven't restickered is the original 4 red chips from the old set and the 2 shells. Wicked, man. Yeah, that's the thing. You can probably just use all the blue stickers to make your old set blue. I think in about 6 weeks, Murphy's are bringing out red sticker packs, but I think you guys are all going to like um, figure out ways to, you guys are going to probably not really need them, or just take off the old stickers and stuff. Um, Sean Coleman said the floating chip is so cool. Thanks, dude. I saw that Craig mentioned that the floating chip can become a shell. Can you talk about it? I don't know how. I mean, the floating chip is a shell, but for this routine only, you could probably snap it off because this is a social media thing. So for those of you that wouldn't use this on socials, but I thought it was really good to include a social media. I mean, you could do this in real life at the right angle. It's just a bit of black art that really. It's the same as the floating card, really. You know that floating card where one card comes off the top of the deck like that. It's essentially the same principle at play. So it's not like it's completely unworkable. Magicians have been using the floating card for, it's one of Penguin's best ever sellers in history. It's the same method. Um, so it's not like it's completely impractical, and you hold it more at waist height. So if you're down here, you can make it float and then vanish, or put a chip in palm, and then you make it float like this, and then you hand them off the chip from your palm so they can examine it. So it's not completely impractical. I wanted to make sure that was you could do it. Uh, but I also thought it was really important that most of us most of our magic for a lot of us around the world is like most magicians get bookings because of social media, and through social media you want to you can show your A game. So I wanted to include a chipset in there, a cool gimmick that was wicked for social media, that could be done in real life, but yeah, no, that's why I did it. But you could, if you're never gonna do this, you could probably just snap it off and sand it down, and then you've got a shell for the rest of your chips. Probably wouldn't be an issue, to be honest with you. Matt Dean has a great question, which is, uh, Lloyd, can you talk about the design of the chips? What was your strategy? Graphic design is what I'm studying, so this is elation. This elation is greedy. No, it's good, man. Okay, yeah, I'll specifically talk to you about the design. So, a few factors went into this, and the design of the chips took the longest. So let me show you what went down. I started off with the Sharpie through trip. That's one of the first chips I wanted to put in here, and I realized the mechanics of what I wanted it to do. And with that, I realized that the old Sucker Punch had a lot of flat color, or flat with a bit of detail, but it had no position to obfuscate, nothing intrinsically built into the design to obfuscate the flaps and the trap doors, so to speak. And I wanted people to be able to look at them super up close, like this, and see it. Get like basically examined by eye, sort of thing. And so I realized that, like, first of all, there were complaints that the original had Murphy's casino on there. I put the Murphy's eye in the middle because this is if you this is actually one of the reasons I left Murphy's because the packaging design is so bad. I've talked about this a lot on my channel. I think the rebrand was not good. I love the guys at Murphy's. They're like my family. I'm friends with them. But they made an error. The packaging, the rebrand was terrible. It looks like Apple. And this is one of the most common logos in the world. So I was not against using this because good luck fucking finding out that this is specifically a Murphy's logo, because this is generally a photography logo. Yo, David, man, add a bottle of wine to that. Oh my god! I also saw you mentioned you have a starter routine for Mentix, dude. I have Mentix and cannot figure out. Can you tell me how much I can pay you for that tutorial, dude? Thank you so much, man. What the f, David, man. I appreciate you, dude. I will. If you drop me an email, I will send you the quick guide. It's I what I did. I posted it for people on who got Mentix through the fourth floor. I'll link you up to. I normally don't do this for people, but I'll definitely do it for you. Please just drop me an email. I'll send you that video, and it's the 20-minute quick startup guide. It is. Um. Oh, James, I just read that you have to sing the reggae sauce song to drink this. My funky reggae sauce, yes. Don't clip that. Oh, okay, gotta fly, says Magic Alan. Okay, God, I'm trying to catch up with these comments today. Right, back to the sticker design. Uh, I've lost where I was. Okay, but sticker design. So I realized that I couldn't use the original stickers, plus there was complaints. I'm about Lorenzo Tube. I'm about to show you now. So what I did was I designed the mechanism of the chip in a sense because I had to slightly alter, and you'll see how now. And then I started to design a. There was one other element, and this is really important, Matt, and other people thinking the edges on plastic, because of the way they're made, they can't be extra sharp and tight. They had to be slightly softer because of the intricate nature of these. So I had to, the lines couldn't be super defined. So I had to allow for that in a tolerance. I couldn't just have like a thin line. So I had to adapt. So first thing was Sharpie through. There's a hole through the middle, right? So I started off by putting a hole in the middle of my design, a black image in the middle of my design. I put the Murphy's logo in it, which happens to be round, but it's one of the world's most common photography logos. Perfect, goes in the middle. Secondly, then on the back of the chip, it looks like this. So it's a small hole on the front and a big hole on the back. So if you notice the design, small hole here, bigger outer circle. And what's that bigger outer circle hide? It just happens to hide this. Now, normally it's a dead straight line on the hinge. Normally the hinges have a dead straight line, but I felt that was too obvious, right? A dead straight line, our eyes tend to catch it in circular designs. So I put this flowing line, and you'll notice this line, it flows like an S shape there and there, and you rotate it and it goes there and there. And that's slightly more camouflage to the human eyes than a dead straight line going across through a circular object. So that's why I slightly altered it here. You'll notice that that's not a dead straight line. That's a cut, and you can actually see it better on there, right? And that's what obfuscates the lines so well, like that, because it just plays a bit of tricks on your eyes. If it was straight lines, you'd know where it is. So that was it. Now the second thing comes from, it's not just the circles being there, but also these are, like, I'm not just changing the color. Like if you look really close, let me show you. I'm not just changing the color from bright red to dark red. You'll notice it's a black line in between it and these S lines. That's not an S of the change of color. There's actually a stroke of black line there, because the chips are black themselves. So sometimes that black around the eye on this side, that's actually the chip with a little sticker on it. Whereas on this side, that black is the black of the sticker. Okay, makes sense? And also then, when you're seeing, like, on the flipper chip, where's the flipper chip? Flipper chip, see that this is a little bit big, but it's in motion, so you don't see it. But the reason why they're black lines, because it obfuscates those hinges a little bit, if that makes sense. So all of this, in short, all of this is in short is obfuscating the pathways of the flaps and the movements. So yeah, so then I realized I could translate that. If I found the right positions, I could translate that across a lot of the chips. So for example, the chip in bottle, like this. And of course, these are a little bit bigger because we're literally fully folding the chip in half both directions. But I also, and this was one more thing from this as well. The other and I was this was a lot of it coming together. I didn't want this just to be a coin in bottle. It can also be a bitten and restored chip. So that wavy line looks a little bit more like a bite mark than a straight edge. So the wavy line continues right to the edge on these chips, because if you notice on the Sharpie through. That wavy line could have just been part of this design here somehow, right? It could have just been a few curvy lines on the inside, would have looked nice. But I continue it all the way to the edges for the bitten and restored chip to allow me to go and then restore it back together like that. So it has it kind of looks like it's bitten. I've seen a lot of magicians just bite in and having the straight edge bitten and restored coins, and it's always no bueno. Um, then okay, so where was that? Right. Any tips on opening the flipper? Yeah, I hold it by my index finger and thumb on the bit that doesn't. So if I show you, this is the flipper, right? And that's how you can get to you just get to flash it both sides. How sneaky is that? So you show it here, so look, you can see both sides, but it's actually just this. But that's what you're doing, right? Some flippers you can't even show both sides, and they're expensive ones. So to get the flipper out, because this is lock-in, which is great to perform with, you pinch it at the part that's not going to come out, see? And then you just do what I do. You pinch it with your index finger and thumb, and you're going to flick it and try and catch it with your middle finger, like that. Okay, and the more you work it in, it'll get a little bit looser, but it'll still. Um, yeah. So hopefully that helps. God, there's so many questions popping up. So obviously the slippery Sam. Shout out to Mrs. Barnes. I've lost so many. I've lost so many comments. Thanks for the lovely words, Matto. So many comments because you all really appreciate it. Thanks for the love, man. Uh, yeah, next month they're bringing out the extra stickers and even more stickers. Got my message, blah, blah, blah. Shout out to Mrs. Barnes. Basically ran the convention. Yep, she basically ran the convention. Was on stage. Uh, yes, catering van. I was starving, didn't go tomorrow. Dude, Sean, did you realize that literally around the corner, I think 4 minutes. Um, Fiddle and Johnny, dude. By the way, Fiddle and Johnny, man, it was a lifetime achievement to meet you in person, and you were an absolute fucking hero. Can I just say that you were one of I left Magic Live 2 days early. My cup was full, man. I was so happy to meet so many people. You were one of the huge highlights to me. It was a bloody pleasure to meet you, and you're just even better in real life than I ever could have imagined. You're just the bomb. Thank you for being there and for hanging out with me and taking some time to chat to me. But yeah, the Slippery Sam is cool AF. Daniel reads you. Lloyd, old boy, great to see you and was great to meet you at the MagicCon. Good to meet you too, man. It was sick to meet you. Hello, Alex, the gimmick. Alex, what's going on? Hope you're keeping well. The project looks awesome. I've been, I've been, I've had the worst week of my life. I've been in bed sick for 3 days. Ugh. So this is my second day out of bed. I'm playing catch up with everything. Thanks for organizing the convention. Oh, Russ, thanks for coming. I freaking hope I'm available next year for the con. Can't miss it twice. Yo, it's better than Blackpool. Price needs up in. Any tip on opening the flipper? Catering van and 24-hour bar. Saw Tom right on Tuesday. Oh my, he was out. Yeah, he's amazing. Getting booked for next year. That could be a good shout. Kevin Swizz says the price for the convention was stupid. Raise it to elite. Yeah, break even might be fair. I just don't want to. The last thing I want the Magic Convention to be is anything to do about profit or business. That the minute Magic Convention start doing that, they begin to lose their soul. And you guys fucking know the one thing we ain't gonna do is bend the knee for any bastard. So the Magic Convention will always be priced to be non-profit, as in like if hopefully we can break even at one, that would be great. That would be cool. But oh, underperforming hobbyist. He says, "Where's your hat, dude? It's too hot in my studio. This is like a lead roof of wood with lead on top of it. I'm just poached egg. Also, Fred, I love you. Okay, just love you. Just putting that out there. All right. I got sick after the Magic Live. I'm still doing a bit. Dude, I got sick after Magic Live as well. Part of the reason I came home 2 days early, and I got sick after Magic Con. So if anyone wants to see any more in depth about the flipper, and then we got this expanded shell. Now, because of the nature of the materials, it kind of has to be a bit bigger. Lloyd, it was a huge pleasure to meet you. And dude, Punkala, it was a pleasure to meet you. I get to perform. I sent you an email about the yeah, I do. I've made the second video and I've done the thing with you with the blur. You are bloody lovely and a hero, and I hope you and the family are having a great rest of your holiday, man. It was one of the huge highlights for us at the convention, seeing your work on the Invisible Palm and restoration. Um, yeah, but a nice routine you can do with these is so you got 3 chips. You can take one, put it there. Craig probably has a better handling than me. Show it in, and I can flash both sides. One's gone. The second one's gone, and then you can do any vanish you like to make the third one go and go ham. But basically, what this is a lock-in expanded shell. I hope we get all different colored stickers with just the regular chips being shown. Yeah, Jared, this is everything inside the kit. So you get all the blue stickers, you get 2 spare red stickers. These stickers will recover every single chip in the entire set. So if you want an entire blue set, you're good to go. I mean, for the price, I mean, we could do that right for the price of this set. You could do this, and it's still too much value for money. I don't want to see a single fucking complaint from any of you bastards out there. I want this, I want that. You get enough. You get too bastard much. I listed it on fourth floor before it came out for $70 because I thought that's how much it was going to be. I was like, when Murphy told me, "Whoa, what are you doing?" It's £35. I was like, if you see how the stupid amount of stuff you get, actually ridiculous. Anyway, this is the setup for the 3 coin vanish, the 3 chip vanish. I set this up behind. What's happening behind? This orientation. So then I fake take the first one, gonna get locked in. Now I can show both sides. Obviously, this is the exposed view. Show both sides. Then I can just drop that, and it's gonna go in. I get these to lock. I can show these, and then you can do your favorite type of vanish to make the third one go. And then because it's nice, it's not gonna fall out. You can just pop it out and go again. So let me show you this from the front. So first chip goes here. I don't do 3 coin vanishes like this. I don't think that's how they should be handled. Leaving us with 2 chips. In fact, the second one we can maybe do like this. And then last one, I'll do it. Most magicians will try and show you moves where they hide things and they expose it. So I'll try and do it without any finger flicking or any moves. We'll just make it vanish like that. I don't know. But yeah, all that I mean, with this set, just another part of the set. Just in that £35 set. Are we like what is in 2026? Disgustingly cheap. I wish you could have come to Magic Con, Fiddlin' Johnny Man. You would have been your type of vibe as well. Bo's Daily Photography. Oh, yo, man, what's going on? Highlight the Magic Convention was the Magic mixtape for me, giving some people who are extremely talented a platform to test out their first ever lecture appearances. And from that, a few people have had bookings. I won't name names, but Magic Circle have been in touch with some people and some other things and all this stuff, you know. Yeah, Brandon Ellis, get him booked up, son. I just pinged Bo on the Murphy server when the fix will be posted. Please show us the gaff deck. If not, at least no. You cannot see it, Joel. I can't show you the gaff deck or the Vanishing Statue of Liberty. Next questions. I need to get stuck in the Sucker Punch Revolution. Yes, you bought 2 of them as well, Ryan. I'm so far behind. so far behind. The silver copper, I've been my favorite. Also, hint of fuel on the gaff deck was a nice touch. Yeah, and that's the next thing that's being released is fuel. Here's an exclusive for you. Uh, so the trailer's gonna be finished for that next week. Uh, Joel Miller, can we get more chips with the stickers and elastics? Yeah, buy another set. My package of the fourth floor package didn't have any fourth floor stickers on the front. I will send an email. Okay, Joel, send an email, and the next thing you purchase, we'll remember to stick an extra sticker in for you. Good luck on your flight, Alon. How good was the guy from Finland? Absolutely nailed the Reformation. I know, dude. Where are you from, Finland? I uh, I can't show the restoration because I have to blur your face out, and all of it happens at face height. So I'm so devastated. I had to cut it from the video. You said before that Murphy's look for a 10% cost. Does that mean it only costs $5 to make? No, this is what shocked me. This didn't cost $5 to make. That's why I assumed the price was a lot more. They make they make way less money on this than any other product, and they still insisted on making it. It's for beginners. They want beginners to learn magic. They actually want them to learn magic, and so they priced it so that it's very hard to not get it. If some kid wants this, he can do a paper round and pick this up with his first week's earnings. Daniel Reed. Daniel, is that is that you, Dan? Daniel Reed's you. Is that are you Pete's friend that came down? I didn't know that was you. Phil and Joy said the gaff system you released way back is one of my favorite releases of all time. I cannot wait to see a new gaff deck release. I'll be first and thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Sean Coleman said I didn't get to see Vesper. Please give me a heads up when that's due. I know it won't be for a while, but I talked to Peggy about him again and he said it's insane. Oh man, yeah. Um, for a heads up, Vesper is imagine Cognito. Um, the when I released an app called Cognito, and it's between Cognito and Maxim, there are over 30,000 active users, like people who have licenses and have the app, which blows my mind. The points for Cognito that made it revolutionary was that the audience thinks of something, they never say it out loud, they never write it down, they never type it, they never isolate it on screen, they never select it, they never whisper it, they never tell anyone. The thought only exists inside their mind, and even if somebody was looking at the phone, because obviously it's an app, they wouldn't know what the person was thinking, and it blew up and it became viral success within Magic, and people still use it to this day, and it's really active. But there was one key issue with it, was that there was a process which could take about sometimes like 2 minutes, and that process is what secretly gave away the information to you as a magician of what card they were thinking of or what book they were thinking of, or whatever. So I want, with 5 years more experience, kind of like the new Acme hole that most of you at the convention saw, I thought, how would I fix it? And I thought, well, it'd be good to have the same points. Somebody thinks of something. Maybe it's a name, someone's name. Maybe it's a movie, a book, a playing card, a film, a song, whatever. They think of something. Obviously, there's a method, right? So it's not real. They think of something. They never write it down. They never say it out loud. They never type it. They never tell their friend. They never touch it on screen in any way. They never isolate it on its own on screen in any way. They never, if everybody in the same room was looking over their shoulder at their phone, no one would have a clue what the fuck they were thinking. And you could know with absolute accuracy what it is, 100%. I wanted to have, those are the points, but I wanted to do it with no process at all. At all. As in, they just go on, and this time on their phone, not even your phone. They just go on their phone. Obviously, there's a method, and with no process, you know exactly what they're thinking, and they gun to their head, they would say they wouldn't have a clue, and somehow it works, just works. So that's Vespa. That's coming soon, but I need some beta testers to really get the to really flesh the thing out. So back to questions. A lot of questions. Thanks, Rick Andrews, man. Uh, from a magic dinosaur, I seen a few conventions last weekend that hand out the best and craziest venture ever. Thanks, Russ, man. I appreciate that, dude. When's Craig getting the new design tattooed? Yeah, gotta be soon. I'm betting these will disappear fast. Any chance of a deluxe edition for us high rollers? Sorry if this already been asked. That's a Murphy's magic question. I'm sure there'll be some want for it, but they're not interested in making money on these bad boys. They just want people to use them. So, value's insane. If you can't show me the Statue of Liberty, tell. Oh, Joel, I gotta let other people ask questions. All right, so maybe we'll take a little break for 5 minutes from asking the same questions over and over. How do I stop this chip sticking together? They don't seem to slide. I don't know. Mine don't stick. Keep them in an unhumid location. Maybe polish them. Use a wet wipe to clean them. These are vinyl stickers, so they should be waterproof. Maybe test it on a sticker, a spare sticker that you're not going to use. Or if you do use it, you've got to spare two red stickers as well. And just see if that does anything. Or put some clear magic tape over it. And that on all sides. And then that'll make it super smooth and non-stick. Okay, I'm happy to see you. I'm so far behind on the comments, guys. Shit, sorry. For the Sharpie through chip, I like turning the chip because the middle has a hypnotic look to it when they push the shot. Yeah, that's a great touch. That's a great touch to, and a good reason for it to rotate it. Ooh, like watch. Look how smooth that is. Hardly Losa says, "What is your experience, opinion of escape artistry as a form of magic? It is much harder for the masses to access than other forms, magic forms, right?" Yeah, me and Jake were talking about this earlier. The my favorite, I think the best modern day escape artist is the incredible Mr. Goodwin, Jonathan Goodwin. He had a Channel 5 TV show, and a couple of years ago, go and find it. It was like 5 or 6 episodes, and he did the best escape artist stuff you'll ever see because it was tangible and absolutely real. Uh, because a lot of those stunts went wrong, and he wasn't doing crazy big escapes. One of them was he laid on his living room floor, and he had a towel stretched out above him, about a foot above him, and then he had his dad place an iron, a hot iron, on the towel, and he had to escape from handcuffs before the iron melted through the towel in time. And he didn't do it, and it burnt a big mark in his chest. He did stunts that were just like at home stunts that were very real, and the audience would sweat watching it because when somebody does a big stunt like um, stands on top of the Empire State Building with no harness, or they, I don't know, they, I'm trying to think of a big stunt. When someone does a big stunt like a bullet catch, there's not any real stakes that are tangible enough for people at home to get invested in. They know it's going to go right. They know it's not going to, like people do the Russian roulette bullet thing. You just know it's not actually happening. You know, it's not really any stakes to it. The reason why Jonathan Goodwin is the best modern guide is because the stuff he did, like there was one, you know, those little sky cars that would take you in a theme park, that like a little car on a, what are they called? Like a car on a rope, a little carriage on a rope above it. He goes to a theme park in the UK and he just grabs onto the bottom of one, and this sky car just takes him up like 100 foot, and he's just got to hold on for 5 minutes. That's it. That's the whole stunt. No showy buildings and waterfalls and crazy stuff. That's it. And you cannot look away. It's absolutely fucking terrifying. And it's something, if you went to that theme park, you could attempt it and die. It, he's the best modern day escape. I think that's why so many escape artists find it hard to get their audience to invest in them, is because they do stunts that are just a bit too unrelatable. I think the more, like I said, I was talking to Pig Cake and I said, one of the things that people should do, like instead of a smash and stab, right? Do something that not many people are in a position where they're regularly smashing their hands on knives. They know it's dangerous, but they're not in a position where they can relate. I said, do it this way: get a brick, right? This is how you should do the modern stab, smash and stab. Brick, four identical bricks made of foam. Blindfolded, the magician, somebody mixes them up. He takes his shoes and socks off, and he has to pick the ones that he thinks are foam. And hopefully, because we've all stubbed our toe, we all know that like standing on a plug. Imagine you had, I got a collapsible plug, so when you stand on it, it collapses in. Imagine you had 10 collapsible plugs and one real plug, or Lego pieces, bunch of foam Lego pieces and one real one, and you've just got to like that to people because they go, yeah, I've stood on a plug. That's fucking awful. I've kicked my big toe against a brick wall. It's the worst. But when people do massive stunts where they launch themselves like in cars over cliffs and then the magician's somehow miraculously alive on the cliff, it doesn't, you can't relate to it. So that real sense of danger is not there. So that's what I think on modern escapism. Of course, I'm wrong, and the TV execs will always say, "No, it gotta be bigger to be better." But I guarantee you, there's a reason why I remember, um, why I remember Jonathan Goodwin above all other escape artists in history, next to Houdini. My chat just refreshed. Sent 5 Lloyd gift buy gift memberships. Patrick, what? I can buy 5 gift Patrick, yo, man, thank you. I don't even know what this is. What the F? Dude, thank you so much. I'm gonna give thank Pat. I'm gonna give 5 of you. I'll do a contest video. What the heck? I don't even know what that is. Patrick, man, thank you. A gift membership? What the heck, dude? Thank you, Patrick. Okay, sorry, I was reading all the questions, Joel. There's so many questions. Yeah, that was you, Daniel, watching the MagicCon recap videos from you, Fred. Sean will be flying out next year. Yes, David. If you are here, let us all hit that like button. Oh, Phil and Johnny, please. Yeah, thank you, dude. Reminding everyone to hit the like button. What a legend. Thank you, dude. Milt Magic says it's the perfect introduction to coin magic with props. Yeah, I think it's pretty badass. Thank you, man. Could you show the bottle poker chip trick? Yes. All right, so this is the bottle poker chip trick. You take one chip. Oh, sorry, take the folding chip, put it in the bottle, lever it up on the side, on the axis that you can. If you put it on this axis and you just shake it back and forth, it won't rattle. Then, I mean, I did this one on camera, but there's more practical ways of doing it, I believe. Like if you use a Snapple bottle, you can put a real chip in there because it'll fit in. Or if you steam a bottle with a wide neck, you can squash it down, put a chip in, and let the steam put it back. So it was a little bit like this. I have 2 chips. One, two. Did I do that very well? I'm trying to do it. That. So 2 chips and this. It goes in the bottom. So I got that folded chip in here. And you could also do it this way as well, you know. I think maybe, did I do that in the trailer? Did I hold it like this? Yeah, maybe I did. Maybe I'm just being dumb. And then you can just go. And did I have that in the palm of my hand? I can't remember how I did it now. Just what you do is you throw the flipper on the floor as misdirection. Okay, so uh, oh, I just threw the flipper again. That's kind of it. You get what I'm saying. So with these, let me oh, Patrick, dude. Do I have to give these gift memberships now, or can I choose people in a video and do it? How does it work? I don't get it. Good afternoon, Keith. Magic for Beginners. Yes, make sure everyone goes and subscribes to Keith's channel, please. I'll pin him for a second in a minute after the gift memberships goes. For beta testers for Vespa, by the way, it'll be a post that goes up on online, and I'll have a little form for people to join. Pete's mates, cameraman Daniel. Yeah, man, we need to connect, dude. Agree with David. If I could be there, I would. Could you show the bottle poke chip? Just did that. Did I do enough on that? I kind of skimmed it. Will that be vibe coded as well? It's already done, man. The app's done. It's not will. I also enjoyed the Sharpie through. Uh, oh God. Any chips you wanted to make but didn't make the cut? Yeah, actually there was. Good question, Rick Andrews. There was one that I wanted to do that was a super slow motion um, change of blue to red, and it kind of worked like this. Not like wow. It was kind of like teeth of two. Imagine taking two forks and just putting them side by side, and then you'd see like the red and the blue fuse and melt in. And I have some. Uncle Tony made me some prototypes for it. And yeah, thanks for the shout out. I got my video from the MagicCon going live on YouTube tomorrow at 6 p.m. Hurry up and put it up tonight. I need something to watch tonight, man. But yeah, one of the prototypes was that it would just you'd slowly see it change in red to blue. I did loads of work on that and it never came to fruition. Um, there was what was it? There was I've wanted to do this for a long time. I'm gonna say this and I'll probably get someone that ended up like ripping it off and being a trick. I wanted to do a reverse chip in bottle. That's what I'll say. I won't explain what that is, but I want to explain. Oh yeah, but a reverse chip in bottle. What else was there? I've actually had like a shitload of stuff. I had a real bunch of stuff. One of them was kind of like a visual zigzag chip where you can kind of do it with this in a way, but it doesn't work with the design. But you take the chip and you just zigzag it visually out and ping it back in, and it would essentially be this where it's zigzagging with elastics to the side. Of course, you can't really do it with this design, hence why it wasn't in the set. But you take a chip, you show it, and you just go and it shoot back in, which was kind of cool. Um, what is the meaning behind the fourth floor logo? It's it's deep lore, but I won't explain it in here. I'll explain it one day. Maybe I'll explain it in the fourth floor lab to the fourth floor lab members. Joel Miller says, Lloyd, wait, Lloyd, if the lab is intertwined with YouTube members, does that allow us to use the vault for fourth floor? Uh, no, the vault is for people who have a customer account on the fourth floor so they can access their downloads to their products. Well, you know it's good value, and Craig teaches a gap deck move before it's out. Yeah. Excited to see Magic for Beginners. Any update on the LBCP gaff deck? Yeah, it's coming out after Fuel. Any update on that? Okay, any major questions that I've missed? Do you guys want to see anything more about this set of chips? Do I not? Is it something you want to learn from here that you can tell me about? Uh, anything else now before I head off? I've probably missed 1,000 questions. I apologize, guys and dolls. Joel, drop desk at fourth floor.tv a message and they'll answer these tech questions for you. Okay. Magic Julio, just a question that has nothing to do with Sucker Punch. Do you think about making up versions in other languages for Hellmaker? Somebody called uh uh what's his name? Begins with an E. Somebody's made one in French and is going to share the link with me. Not Ernesto. Fucking. Let me tell you now. Um, where is it? Oh, I'm gonna kick myself that his name's not on the top of my. Uh, Esteban Pereira has made a French version already, so he's gonna send me the link apparently, I think, and I'll share it with people. Okay, what more questions do we have? Matt, order two pizzas. Thanks for the live. It was lovely to meet you. Matt, what the fuck are you doing, man? Oh, dude, I love you as well. Matt, what the? You're gonna make me cry. Bunch of lunatics. More pizza. Dude, thank you so much. It was honestly, it was so lush to meet you in person. And please say you come to the next one. You really made it awesome. You were just chill and funny to hang out with. Joel Anthony, I came late, so I may have missed it. But what is your favorite effect with this set? It's killer, really. Thanks, man. Yeah, you missed loads. I've exposed the whole set, so if you watch it back, uh, you'll see how everything works. But I love the floating ship. Um, because it's super visual. Then you can make it vanish in midair if you take it. Because now there's literally one less chip. I love the Sharpie through because of the mechanics that are built into the design. So, just rushing it out because you've all seen it. But it goes in, comes out, and you can show it super up close on both sides because the method looks like that. Everything's hidden in the design. First hole you're actually looking at the actual plastic, not the black. Second hole you can see the black sticker. There's an outer ring on this side, so they all strips of our outer ring. There's wavy lines for the designs with black strokes on them, so it hides that you're actually seeing part of the black chip. That's not the design. So there's so much intricate design work built in to obfuscate it. Bo's daily talk. How did the orbital lectures go, dude? Thank man, Mr. Bo. Alex Bo, you beautiful bastard. Man, you shouldn't have done that. Thank you, man. I love you, dude. The orbitals were amazing. I actually didn't do an orbital lecture at all because I was obviously one of the organizers. I thought I'd have more time. I'm a fool. But we're going to change it up a bit next year and go back to the original concept, which was going to be more speed dating with allocated times on tables. And then you go up, you get 15 minutes for each one because some people were too nervous to approach them. So they did do orbital lectures. I hear incredible things about them, but not everybody felt okay to go up and ask. So next year we're just going to slightly change it up and make it more inclusive or make it more easy access, more accessible. Is it international that the fourth floor logo looks like a lot like a Japanese symbol for the number 5? Is it intentional? There's a lot of intentionality in the logo. Rara's asking if you're feeling better. I just about tell. By the way, Kaylee loves Rara. I think they swapped numbers now. I'm just about feeling better, but man, I was in a bad way for 3 days. Like genuinely, uh, I don't do hospitals, but there was a point where it was like, shit, like this might be a hospital job. Fuck, it was bad. But I even missed the podcast, which is one of the only podcasts I've ever been hyped to do, and I missed it. Tony says, thanks for all that you do, man. You're inspiration for everyone, and I hope you know it's appreciated. Oh man, shit, thank you, dude. I'm watching and listening to this while I work, and hope I make it to the next con. Guys, you're gotta get your asses to the next Magic Con. If it doesn't sell out next year, I feel like it's gonna sell out next year. This is the thing. We filled. I think in the end we did over. So the venue has a pretty big capacity. We filled over half the capacity, but this is the thing: we didn't advertise the convention in the podcast that we do weekly. We would talk about it, but so none of us made a social media post about the convention or made a video. Like I've got 137,000 subscribers on my channel. Nobody saw me talk about the no nobody saw me post a video about the podcast until the 3 days before. Same for Craig, same for Big K. We didn't post videos about it. And we filled half the capacity because we wanted to make sure that we didn't want to book it out and then if it was a failure, basically, we didn't want to ruin it for loads of people. We wanted to basically just keep it lowbrow for the first one and hopefully be a success, learn some things, and then come in really strong with the second year. So far, so good. Fred's orbital lecture should be getting people to perform for it. That would be so good. Craig called me a chicken in the podcast. If you didn't watch it, every podcast that I'm lucky enough to not be a part of, I never watch. Poker chip to candy chips. Poker chip to candy chips. Poker chip. Do you want me to show that? Yeah, I can show that. So I don't have any candy, but I do have coins. We do coins. We do this many. Still do. So yeah, this is one of the cool ones. I haven't got candy. I'm just going to use coins. So you could say, well, fuck you, Levitanger. This is how Craig does it, right? He puts Skittles inside his. I've got a stack of coins, so I can say, like, I've got a stack of chips. Kind of nice, you can hear him. I say, place your hand out. So I can place them out. Actually, we're going to slide them onto the middle of your hand, like that. And now watch. I'm going to make the chips vanish like this. But all of them, if you don't believe me. Watch. 3, 2, 1. And that's it. They all change. So there's a few different ways you can do it. You can pretend you're going to go 1, 2, and smash them, which is quite nice. And essentially, oh mate, have a nice night, Keith. Can't wait to see your video. Put it up tonight. You load it with whatever you want to load it with, right? So you got a hollow shell first of all, and the nice thing is that they're all offset, so it looks real. Okay, hollow shell, and how do you hide the shell while standing? So I'll show you now, man. Chill. Gets loaded, and then take a regular chip, put it on the bottom. That's your stack. Okay, so this can just go upside down in your pocket in your close-up case, whatever. It's all on the tutorial, by the way. Then I'm not going to stand up because of the camera angle, but same thing. This is where everything's hidden. You place it on their palm, and you say, I'm going to slide it forward a bit. And that's going to dislodge that bottom chip while dragging the coins with it, or the Skittles with it. Okay. Place that one. Say, oops. Okay, it's an afterthought. Oops. And then you can use this one as an example. Or you can just get rid of it with the rest. So I'm going to make this vanish. Do whatever you want. And then Craig's handling is this. So I'll show you without doing it on my hand. But he basically looks like he just waves his hand over it and they go. And all he's doing is, while these are on his hand, easiest thing in the world, grab a stack of anything like this size now. He, with one hand, he puts it in his thumb like that, like a tenkai palm, right? You could just grab it. You could grab it. You can be like, grab it. So he can do. So he comes up with two hands and does that. So one hand does the clipping, the other one goes on top. But it just looks like going 1, 2, 3, and they change. And immediately they've watched the video. They're just so in shock. He does the world's most technically difficult move, and it is really daunting. The way that he ditches this, I will give you a word of warning. This is really, really hard. Watch the video back. They're looking at their hands. There's Skittles in their hands. And they're watching, and this is the move. Okay. I'll stand up if I can. He goes, see if you can spot this super difficult move. He goes 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you might have spotted that super complex highbrow move. But that's what he does. Basically, they're freaking out so damn much about, as you see in the trailer, and if you do this, that He could literally sneak an elephant into the room. He just puts it in his pocket, just straight in his pocket. That's it. That's all you'll ever need to do in your life. The other option is you can pretend to smash it. Go one, two, and you just instead of actually smashing it, you're gonna go like this in slow motion. Ooh. Just grabbing it. Got a bit of action. Smashed in coins. That's it. Super basic, super easy to do, and you guys have seen the fucking crazy reactions this gets. So put it in their hand. So we're going to slide it forward a little bit more so it's deeper in your... Oh, sorry, we just dropped one. There we go. Watch, and then you... So I'm going to make all these. I'm going to make all these chips vanish by placing them in my palm. Don't look away. See, but now that's going to happen to all of them. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. Diamond Dave, is there a breakdown of that move on the tutorial? Oh, Diamond Dave, I believe there might be a 10-hour explanation of this complex. Let me teach you the move. Yeah, I'll teach you both moves at the same time now, Diamond Dave. This is only for the pros. All right? This is only for Ponta the Smith. Only for Danny Goldsmith. You come over. You just grab it. Just take it. Right? That's the hard. And then you put it straight in your pocket. Right? Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, done. Sorted. Probably the easy. It's funny. It's funny. This probably gets the strongest reactions on the entire project, and it's legit the easiest one to do. What's your best coins across with sucker punch? I don't do coins across. I don't have one. I don't like the trick. Well, I do versions of coins across, but mine are not like other magicians. Oh yes, right. Magic for Beginners. Click on his channel and Fred's while you're there. But he's changed the release date of his video to tonight in 25 minutes. So go to Magic for Beginners. Thank you, man. You're the best. And look at this. Look at this Kano here from Mortal Kombat. Finish him. Haha, Joel. I can't tell you how I do that secret move, my friend. Yeah, I need to give Pig Kick a shout out. I mean, where do I begin? Where do I begin with Pig Cake? I mean, I need to do a video on Pig Cake's what I do. He was my biggest. Well, no, he wasn't my biggest surprise because that's why I insist. I said to you in a voice message, it's partially why I want to rebrand him. It's not a joke. He gets such a stigma for his type of comedy on his YouTube channel, but mind the pun, he's a sleeping giant. The guy is super talented. He's one of the nicest people you'll ever fucking meet in your entire life. The reason he's so close to the bone with his comedy is because he's just easy. Like I sound stupid, but like nothing bothers him, nothing upsets him. He's just nice. He's constantly trying to have fun and make people laugh. He constantly is the butt of all jokes and never, ever, ever, ever takes it to heart. And he gets cast with just such a stupid brush because of some of the stupid shit he said over the years, because he's a fool as well in the best way possible. But I wanted people to see the real Pig Cake at this convention, and I'm so, so happy so many of you realize that, Jesus Christ, we've got a little superstar there. And we just need to change his name to Jose Chorizo, and the star will be born. Cody Davis, how many more projects do you have coming out with Murphy's? 2. That's the last of the Lloyd Barnes projects. And who knows? I don't think there'll be any more. I don't think there'll ever be any more. Did you pass it off the gorilla walking past? Any really important comments now? That little stage in the bar area would be awesome to use some little short lecture performance. Yo, Keith, that's a great shout. That would be good to do for maybe some open mic stuff as well. Just get up there and do it. Yeah, he'll always be my Josh Sausage, Fiddlin' Johnny. Right. Yeah, and his lecture was how do you even, is Lloyd, is that pig? Yes, so his pig cake's real name, the one that he's been, and he announced it at the conventions. We're allowed to say it. His real name is Jose Chorizo. That's why I want to rebrand him with his real name. Uh, but everyone thinks it's pig cake. But yes, Joel, I can confirm that officially uh, on my third child's life that his name is Jose Chorizo. My flipper coin works only with one side. Is it normal? I think so. Like flipper coins are one sided. So I couldn't make the flipper come out that way, I think. Got your video from Unseen. Tricks in my watch list later. Oh, cool. Thanks, man. And thank you for letting me use your footage as well. You're the bomb. I mean, inside the flipper shell, I can only put it with ugly side inside. I mean, inside the flipper shell, I can put it only with the ugly side inside. Outside. I really don't know. Oh, do you mean the expanded shell? With the expanded shell? Uh, Joel, I can't answer about fuel. Can you put the flipper chip with both sides? Yeah, it should get stuck like this, and then you should be able to flip it out. It gets more stuck if I put it in. Yeah, sorry, it's got a tapered edge. So you'll notice that the edge slightly is like this. I'm exaggerating, but the edge of it is slightly like that. So if you want it to lock super tight to drop it on a table, you put it so that the flipper way, so where all the creases are, go inside of it. And if you want it to be able to drop out in mid-performance, or with a flick, you do it like that. And there we go, without the wrong, with the wrong side. Talking about the flipper inside the shell, I believe I have the same issue. Filed my chip now, maybe filing it. The girlfriend's dad is visiting, and the first trick I showed him was Ben Williams' Balloon Willie. Did he love it, Fred? Lloyd, why are you not active on Discord that much? I've been to Las Vegas. I got sick in Las Vegas. I came home, organized a magic convention, got sick at the magic convention, and I'm doing my live stream here, and I have fourth floor, and I'm still active on there. But some people, I have extremely busy life, but I'm still active on there. But just I have a rule like so more of us should do this, but from 5 p.m. onwards, I'm off my phone. 5 p.m. comes every day. I turn my phone effectively off uh, because otherwise I'd be stuck on my phone. I work online most of the day unless I'm creating and I don't see my family. And then 5 p.m. comes, I finish work, and I've got two sons and a wife. Fred, tell me you got that on film. Yeah, did you get that on film? Can you? So, any more questions before I hop off, y'all? How many more projects you have come up? Murphy's, blah, 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 blah. Are we good? Yeah, I didn't intend on it, Joel. I didn't intend on getting sick. I'll tell you that for nothing, my friend. So we've been over all the gimmicks. Did you all see the Slippery Sam? The last one? Yeah. I was joking. I don't have a third child, and Jose Chorizo is not his real name. Sorry, man, I was fucking lying. His real name's not Jose Chorizo. It's a joke name because it translates to Joshua Sausage, and he's a pig cake sausage pig. Pigs made sausage made out of pig. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Try the filing. Yeah, it should get stuck, but not that stuck. So maybe, yeah, maybe just try open it a bit. Thanks, man. Have a good one. Go be with the family. Yes. Yeah, it's over time. And I need to watch Keith's new video, Magic for Beginners. And Fred, when's your video going up? I'm dying to see it. Can it bloody hurry up? Please, mate. Love you. Pig Cake's lecture theme. Lion. Lie bigger, lie better. Uh, did he actually, though, leak it at the lecture? Yes, he did. Actually, Hassery Filet. I'm really not happy to say there are quite a few things off. In the sticker section, there is nothing mentioned what you can do with them with the SP1. So you get two spare red ones if you want to take over some of the chips from there. Because look, dude, ultimately, all of this, the most insane value for money you're ever gonna get in Magic. You could have had this much stuff for $47 and it'd still be worth it. We try to jam pack. We talked about this. Go back to the beginning of the live stream. This is at the least profitable. This costs more to make versus profit than almost any other Murphy's Magic product ever produced. And they're supplied with this crazy amount. So you can resticker every single sticker in this set to make it blue. You can resticker your old set to make it blue. You have spare ones to make some of those near to make them blue. All the details of why these were redesigned in here has been explained on this live stream. You just get like an abundant for $47, £35. I've never. It's literally almost impossible to beat. And with the expanding, with the flipper, as the other guys say, when you're performing, you should be locking it in um, with the flipper side out. Hence the performance. So you have your shell there. You go one, two, and then the third vanish you do however you want and make it go. But that means the flipper side should always be sticking out because of the tapered edge designed in it, like that, because there's a slight taper to the edge. It's £35, like we say. It's not going to replace. You're not going to be getting. You're not going to be getting $300 Ted Lassen, $1,000 Jamie Schoolcraft coin sets. You're getting this many fucking crazy gimmicks for entry levels. It's designed for beginners, just to get you started in your coin journey. And that's it. So yeah, and also if people want red stickers, more red stickers, then Murphy's going to release a red sticker pack in 6 weeks as well. On top of all this, just fucking insane how much you get. Literally insane, insane. Why are there no stickers inside the shells, Flipper Sam? Because you can't. Well, you've got spare stickers to do that. You've got a spare sticker. If you want to put a red sticker or a blue sticker inside the Slippery Sam, you got it in the set. If you want to put one inside the expanded shell, you've got one in the set. Like there are options for everything. The thing is, they wanted to make this the original Sucker Punch is an entry level kit for beginners. And when they say entry level, it doesn't just mean people who have never done Magic before. You have to remember this also includes people that can't afford the right. Sucker Punch exists mainly for people who can't spend hundreds of dollars on coin gaffs and they want to see if they're ever going to get into coin magic. So Sucker Punch exists to give them an entry point, an affordable entry point, so they can test coin gaffs. The first one came with 2 gaffs for the same price 10 years ago. So even with inflation, you get this much extra on top, plus all of the fucking stickers, the replacements, all of the gimmicks, the exclusive brand. There's literally gimmicks that are dropped on the floor that I can't even fit on the table. All of this 10 years after for the same fucking price. entry level for people who can't afford the expensive things. Yeah, I wanted the red stickers for SP1 split chips. Well, I mean, you got four spare chips as well. There's more. There's another thing was if they included more stuff again, then the price would go up. So yeah, it was basically a judgment call of do we. This is going to be an entry level set. They're already. It's an incredibly stupid low return product. Like it doesn't make sense for them. They could have spent 2 years developing an electronic product and made a literal 150 times the profit, but they wanted people to learn magic. So they could have put even more in there, but you get two red stickers. These are waterproof, so I think, and I can test it if you want, but you could peel these off and put them on your old ones on the normal ones. Yeah. So these are made from vinyl, so they're like sort of restickable. So you can take some that you're not using, like say you're not. Some people are not going to use the levitating chip. Just take that off, add it on, use these. It's just a fucking wild amount, wild amount. Cropper, no, I've demoed everything. I'm so sorry, dude. Yeah, Hassery Flit. Don't worry, if you want more red stickers, they come in 6 weeks and you can pick them up and add them. So then you can have even more, even more. Cool. I'm glad. Well, I'm glad you like it, man. Thank you. I'll show you my favorite routine, Cropper. I can't say no. Um, my favorite, probably this or the Sharpie through coin, but I haven't shown much airtime to this one outside of this live stream. You get a stack of chips. Hopefully they don't fall everywhere. I'm gonna try this. Watch. Starts to levitate, which looks kind of crazy. In fact, if I use this chip, goes a little bit higher. Watch. Put it on top. Starts to go down. See if I can even push it down. And now the last thing we'll do, you can count how many chips there are. I'm going to take this top one. It vanishes. That's my favorite routine, I think, which is fun. And the Sharpie through. Is this Sharpie through? It's so hard to tell what these gimmicks are. So you can show it both sides. Goes through. I won't be trying to make Sucker Punch Revolutions do everything you want outside of its intent. Have to realize what it is and build your own coin set if you want to do more. Yes, good shout, Sharkception. Hey Lloyd, I'm going to be ordering your lecture pack, Elephant, and 6 Pro today. Just made sure I had the fun. Oh man, I love you, Matt. We putting food on my kid's table. Um, you're a legend, Matt. Thank you. Thank you, man. What else do I love in you? There's so much cool stuff. Craig has some great stuff with the slippery Sam. He has some great routines, some lovely coin changes and stuff using the slippery Sam gimmick. So that just slides on, so it allows you to just easily slide it on and off. Beautiful gimmick. Like that. So if you were put the two blue stickers, if you wanted a fully blue color change, you can show it, and then which one is the slippery Sam? So you could show it like that, steal the slippery Sam off, and then could be a sticker. Oh man, how cool would be the middle morphed into a number, and then was kind of yeah. You can do the price is insanely low. Just wow, you're putting up a man. Honestly, this is the for you guys good. This is the worst priced Magic product probably in Magic history because I've never seen anything so cheap for how much you get. And then you can see, there's no doubt about it, how performable this is in the real world. It's actually insane. So I just stuck a blue sticker on there. So now you can do something like, let's maybe come up, say, watch the red chip. It changes to blue. Look at that. How cool is that? Look, you can literally hand that out. So, Slippery Sam, just like this little half shell thing, goes on. Come up, show the Slippery Sam gimmick. Get it into finger palm, and then the Sharkception. The product could have been shite, and I would have gone to support the boys. Thanks, dude. To be honest, at this price, it could have been shit quality, and just the experimentation of all the different gimmicks would have been fun. The fact that they're real world workers, as you can see, is just a cherry on top. So you go from here, you slide it into your fingers, and then you're gonna do like this little adjusted Ramsey subtlety, kind of like a Mario Boykin kind of move. Show it like that. JMP, good to meet you too, man. Picking up SP. I was, yeah, man, it was great to meet you. Oh, yeah, I know who you are. Jim, dude, Magic Life was insane, right? What a whirlwind. And you can literally hand that out. So you could do things like copper silver routines, you know, you have blue chip and a red chip. Say to someone, hold your hand out face down. You take hold of the which way around would we do it? Craig does it a certain way, doesn't he? In the tutorial, I'm trying to remember what Craig's handling is. Is Craig's handling this? He or does he put the blue on there? Craig might put the blue on the Slippery Sam. Either way, it shouldn't make a difference, should it? Does he do this? He says like, you take the blue chip, I'll take the red chip, and then three. So they've got the blue, you've got the red, and then just like that, they switch places, and they can examine everything. Yeah, I think that's what Craig does. If he puts the blue chip in the Slippery Sam, he shows it that way, and then he says, place your hand out like this. You take the blue chip, I'll take the red. Is that what Craig does? I need to watch it. It's a nice change. He does some sort of like walk-in change where he's like something like that. And he pulls back or walks his hands back. It's like he does something pretty cool, doesn't he? Again, so it goes blue chip, red chip. Hold your hand down. Go to make a fist. You take hold of the blue chip. I'll take hold of the red chip. I'm no Craig Petty with coins. Change. I wonder if you could do something cool like a visual change where it's like, or even like, maybe you could change it like this. Cody, stickers are a huge upgrade. Tutorial could have been sold for more than the set and it would still be great value. Yeah, I think it's 4.5 hours. Dust Devil says that this made me fall in love with Magic. Oh, you're very welcome, man. You can buy 2 sucker punches for the price of 1 Johnson Gaff coin, and that company isn't around anymore. I looked at the price and paid bloody hell, yeah. Some coins are like $300. Oh mate, Kendrick, what are you doing? Thank you again, Kendrick. I'm gonna get some cheesy stuffed crust because of you. Love you, man. Thank you. Stickers on the cards to real chips production is insane. Stickers, oh dude, I love you, Sarkception. Kendrick, man. What would be a cool change to do with a Slippery Sam? I want to do something like handling this grim stuff. Will there be sticker packs available? Yes, in 6 weeks. Student of Slight. Yo, you're a bit late. I'm about to finish any second now. I'm just trying to figure out some cool new handlings for the Slippery Sam change. Who's better at magic? You or Craig? Do you specialize? Craig's a better performer. I'm probably a better creator. I think that's where it meets. Although he is Penguin Creator of the Year 4 times in a row. But Craig knows how to like take any trick and make 1,000 routines for it and then take them to the streets. That's Craig's like superpower. It's insane. Give away the Slippery Sam that's been in your mouth. If you have the Slippery Sam half off, exposing the real chip, thumb pad on the back of the real chip, on the spectator's hand on your own, you can let the Sam drop by gravity. Oh. Oh, you're right. Is that what you meant? Oh, Cody, that's sick. Cody Davis, that's sick. Oh, shit. Like this? That looks gnarly. Oh, still. What? Cody, I'm pinching that. I'm not pinching it. I mean, I'm gonna show people. But flip the other way, like this, like that. Is that what you're saying? So, like hand with fingers facing, like yeah. So, whoa, that looks nuts. What if I just drop it into someone's hand, like, and it just changes? You know what I mean? Can you snap change it? Kind of snap change it. Is there any difference if I purchase from Murphy? Yes, Anthony. There's a huge difference. You can't purchase from Murphy's first of all, but if you put it only if you purchase from the fourth floor, will you get the bonus tutorial video from me and Craig? It's a masterclass. It's called an Intel video with extra tricks, tips, ideas, and you just cannot get that video anywhere else. And if you buy it from anywhere else, you won't get access to that video. It's the only place on earth you can get that. So purchase from the fourth floor. Also, you get access to the tutorials immediately as well through the fourth floor. How did you find the guys on the Magic Mixtape? Says Pankala. They're just friends of mine. I've known them for years, and I think they're ultra talents. And maybe it could be you next year. What are you saying? It might have to be you. It might have to be you, mate. Yes. Now put that against the other hand, and let gravity catch Sam against the other hand, like that. That's kind of crazy. Okay, cool. I'll have to check the video out at another time because I am going to jump off soon. The pod often dives into an IP-related discussions topic. Think about having an IP attorney on. If so, when do you want me to join the Zoom? Lol. Oh yeah, we got your email actually. Uh, Probably after the court case with the egal would be good because we can talk about stuff openly then. Um, but absolutely, yeah. Please remind us when the court case is done, and we'd probably invite you on so you can laugh at the hilarity of what Yeagle did to himself. I'm loving what you taught me, Cody. I also like this way, the way that I misinterpreted it. Dropping this. Where am I dropping it? Oh, dropping Sam down. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. I get it. Ophia. Oh. What? Oh, Cody, is that okay? I am not a smart man. This one's quite fun too. Have Slippery Sam hiding halfway thing. Oh, Hassie, Hassery Flick, your comments from earlier are coming back around again. I think there's a delay in your internet and it's automatically sending the same comments twice. But we have answered this, I think. Can you do a sign card giveaway? Or at least tell us about the gaff deck? Also, you could be creator of the year for Penguin if you make release stuff. No, I won trick of the year with Savant deck with Craig this year, best card trick of the year. But I'll never win that because Craig campaigns for it and wants to win, so he sends out emails and all over social media asking for it. I think Magic competitions are fucking stupid. I think they're fucking really dumb. Like there is no such thing as creator of the year. It's just whoever you like, you know. So that's why I never ask people to vote for me. And Craig loves it, and I get it. I get it. People are different. Like some people work off that shit. I don't give a fuck about that stuff. You can shake it in a glass if it gets stuck. Can't win this year. Oh yeah, I think Craig's banned from winning this year. Um, but whatever you do, Hassery, is make sure that the flipper side of the chip is pointing out. Okay, that's the number one thing. Don't put it in the wrong way. Put it in the right way. So make sure your flipper side is pointing out of your expanded shell. Okay, just make sure it's really easy. Even in performance, it's easy to know which way around it is. Make sure that's what's happening. Okay, that's it, and you should be goosey golden. Sorry, I just zoned out for a second then. Is Craig going to be the new Eric Penguin? No idea. Hi, so when will the new GAF deck be released? There'll be of course there'll be an Intel video for the GAF deck. Um, Uploading, but anyone want to see it? I do, but later on, so I'm going to jump off. I'm going to end the pot. I'm going to end the thing here. GAF deck we will released after Fuel. After Fuel, it's coming out. Anywhere on full floor branded deck protector. Waiting on slight code. Hit me up. Hit me up. But he's been busy having a baby, y'all. I have to bounce. I have to bounce too. Phil and Johnny, love you, man. You're a legend. I'll be back next week. To loosen it a tiny bit might be worth putting a silk into the shell. Yes, some people told me that. In the past, that works. Right, I'm gonna go. You guys are legends. Hope I've answered all your questions about Sucker Punch this week. If there are any more, um, then please wait till next week. I love you all. See you all next week. Thanks for the convention. Thanks for coming to the convention, guys. It was one of the highlights of my entire life. See you all very, very soon. Peace.